Hey, I'm Broken Whammy, and I have a Wi-Fi battle here against OctilleryKing. So let's get this started. Just gonna put on some music. Okay, so he leads with his Gliscor. I lead with my Empoleon, predicting the Ice Beam. He switches into his Blastoise, and yeah, it works for him. Works for him pretty well. Um, he surfs just to get off some damage, and then I set up my Stealth Rocks, being an idiot, because I completely forgot that Blastoise carries Rapid Spin. So I switch into my Jolteon. He Rapid Spins. I go for a Thunderbolt, not expecting him to switch. He switches into his Roserade, not expecting me to have anything, but that was a little bit of a misplay. I have Hidden Power Ice on this Jolteon, and wow, it didn't really do anything. I set up a Light Screen. He Leech Seeds. I guess the Leech Seed stuff back from that. Leftovers. I Hidden Power Ice again. He sets up a Substitute. I Hidden Power Ice to break the sub. And he gains a lot of health from the Leech Seed plus the Leftovers. And this Roserade was just one big pain in the ass. So he starts setting up spikes with it. And it's just a shame because I don't have a Rapid Spinner on this team. But, okay, so I keep Hidden Powering. He keeps setting up subs. Oh no, he keeps spiking. Leech Seed, Leftovers, stuff. I switch my Jolteon and for my Suicune. He sets up another layer of spikes. I actually don't have Ice Beam on this, but I do have Air Slash. So I Air Slash, but he switches into his Patrick the Star, and I see what you did there. He takes that. He takes that Air Slash like a fucking man. He Body Slams, and I get paralyzed here. Now, this didn't really matter that much because Suicune has shit speed and gets outsped by almost everything on his team. But still, it was just kind of annoying. He sets up a Wish, and then I roar him out into his Roserade. And he's pretty content with the matchup, so he stays in. He starts setting up his sub again, and I Air Slash break it. And I think he sets up a Leech Seed here. Please let me be right. Oh, that was a useless crit. He gets the Wish off, bringing him back to almost full. So he gets his Leftovers, I get my Leftovers. Good times. He subs up again. I Air Slash, break the sub. I think this is where he goes for the Leech Seed. Please. Just this once, let me be right. I had this this match 2 hours ago. I switch into my Empoleon. Spikes do a little bit. Here's where he seeds. I get off an Ice Beam because I saw that Hidden Power Ice wasn't really doing much. He hits me with Energy Ball, but neutral damage is neutral. Didn't kill, but it did a decent amount. I get a little below half with the Ice Beam, and he takes out my Empoleon here with Leech Seed. So I switch into my Gyarados. Intimidate. He Leech Seeds me again. I Ice Fang, and he loses Roserade. So he's going to switch into his Gengar. And with his Gengar, he's going to Thunderbolt me. And I'm going to live that because I'm a Wackenberry. Yeah. I live that just barely. 50. So I get off a Waterfall. And that actually took him out quite a bit. What? Oh yeah, I'm Wackenberry. I was thinking, am I Life Orbed or Banded? So I do a nice chunk. And with the Leech Seed, he gets back some health. I switch into my Fortress, trying to get a payback off, but he has Hidden Power Fire. And at first I was like, oh, it's probably hidden power fighting, just to replace focus blast. But no, that was hidden power fire. That was pretty interesting. I switch into my Jolteon. He switches into his Heatran. I Thunderbolt, and doesn't do much. Does an okay chunk. He gets paralyzed, which didn't matter. I set up my light screen. He Earth powers. I lose my Jolteon. And then at this point, I switch into STD proof my Steelix. This is a special Steelix. It rock polishes. It's supposed to sweep. He gets parahaxed. I set up 2 rock polishes, albeit +4, and he Earth powers, but it doesn't do much because what? Shucka. Yeah. So I Earthquake. He loses his Heatran. And then I forget what he switches into, because I'm a pro like that. Yeah. He switches into his Gliscor, and at this point I realize, shit, there is one thing wrong with my Steelix. It cannot touch Gliscor. So I switch into my Suicune. He Earthquakes. That doesn't do too much, but it doesn't do too little. It does okay damage. He switches out again, fearing the Surf. I get parahaxed. He switches into his Blastoise, and he does a double. Not a double switch. He switches back into his Jirachi because I didn't like. No, I didn't. What the fuck am I saying? He didn't switch. I roared him out. And then he switched. This time he switches. The light screen wore off, and here's where just some unfun stalling happens. He paraflinches me. Okay, so he sets up a wish. I surf him. It doesn't do too much. And he's gonna get his wish off, which I was a little bit upset about. Just there was a point where he started walling my team, and I knew I was done. But it was such a great battle. I couldn't run or never run from shit. I'm not a pussy. You think I'm a pussy? No. He U-turns and switches into his Gengar, and he loses it. I'm guessing he just was scouting if I had anything else on this set, but I don't know. It didn't really do anything. He switches into his Gliscor, Earthquakes. It doesn't do too much. I try and set up a Surf. I do get the Surf off. He dies. Yeah. Dead. Dead Gliscor all over the place. Oh, shit, it lives. Does he switch? Does he switch? Does he switch? He switches. He switches back into his Jirachi. I Surf, it doesn't do anything. And this is where the stall war starts. And my video editing software is a piece of shit because it's free and I'm a cheap ass Jew. So, yeah. Alright, for just anybody who, because this is my first video, the Jew comment, I'm Jewish. I can do whatever the hell I want. I can make fun of myself. He paraflinches me a lot. Okay, since this is happening, I can't really do anything about it. I'm just gonna talk through it, I hope. Sorry if the video looks like shit. I have a shit camera. My other camera, which I'm hoping will do a better job, I cannot find the charger for. And I tried filming with my iPod, but it was just a pain in the ass to get it from my iPod to the computer because iTunes is stupid and doesn't let it upload the original video, which was 20 minutes long, and it was just annoying. I tried my best. Okay, so what just happened there is I was trying to get an Aqua Ring off just so that the Suicune would get more health back than it would be doing from Iron Head, and eventually I'd be back at full. But the one time I decide to go for a Surf, I don't get paraflinched. So I was just a little bit pissed off. Not to the point where I'm raging, but good song. Dead Kennedys for the win. And the Star Wars is about to end. He takes me out. And at this point, I just have my Steelix left. So I go into it, and he U-turns. And I'm pretty sure he realized I can't touch his Gliscor. So he U-turns into his Gliscor. and that's like the ultimate fu. But I was kind of laughing with him because I'm like, I need to fix this set, and so I just go for a rock polish because yeah, I just go for a rock polish. He earthquakes, and it was a useless crit, but takes me out. That was a good game. Rate, comment, sub. I'll have my